Thomsen, age 35. He is currently under arrest for 4 counts of aggravated arson and 9 counts of simple arson. And let me just say this, soon after I heard about this particular incident, in conversations with Superintendent Nelson of the NOFD and also my Deputy Mayor of Public Safety, Chief Harrison, I really directed both of them to call in all resources to ensure that we caught this person very quickly. To me, this was a way of really creating chaos, fear, and really terrorizing a neighborhood, and we're not going to stand for that in the city of New Orleans. I also had great concern that we didn't understand this person's motive, and we didn't know if this would be something that he would potentially want to continue doing. So under my direction and instruction, I very much appreciate Superintendent Nelson along with Deputy Mayor Harrison for calling in the troops and ensuring that we caught this person within 48 hours of this incident. So today, the people who you see around me make up our partners who were able to capture this person. That, of course, includes my Deputy Mayor, Chief Harrison, Superintendent of the NOFD, Chief Nelson, Chief Kirkpatrick with the New Orleans Police Department, Jason Denham with the ATF. We also have folks from the Fire Marshal who are here, my friend Brian Adams, who I served with in the legislature as the Fire Marshal, and also folks with the State Police who are here as well as our partners. The speaking order will be first Deputy Mayor Harrison, then Superintendent Nelson, then Chief Kirkpatrick, and we'll wrap it up with ATF Assistant Special Agent in Charge, Jason Denham. So Chief Harrison, I'll turn it over to you.
Good morning, and thank you, Madam Mayor. As you know, on January 19th, during the overnight hours, the New Orleans Fire Department responded to a one-alarm fire at an occupied dwelling in the 3100 block of Dauphine Street. During the response to that call, the fire department also extinguished 8 vehicle fires that were set to blaze by the alleged arsonist in the Bywater neighborhood. The incidents occurred in the 3100 block of Dauphine Street, the 800 block of Desire Street, the 900 block of Desire Street, and the 700 block of Montague Street, along with a 2-story occupied dwelling fire at 3138 and 3140 Dauphine Street. So based on the fact that there were 9 incidents in a single neighborhood in a single night, we immediately knew that this had to be an all-hands-on-deck coordinated multi-agency investigation to quickly identify, quickly locate, and arrest this arsonist. We responded to this the very same way as we would have responded to 9 people being shot in a single neighborhood in a single night. I spoke to both Chief Kirkpatrick and Chief Nelson to ensure that every resource was brought to bear, both equipment and personnel. Chief Nelson immediately requested the assistance of the State Fire Marshal and ATF, State Police, who have expertise in these investigations and who immediately jumped in and worked side by side with our police and fire investigators. Our fire department's fire prevention division, in collaboration with our partners, immediately began an investigation using the real-time crime camera footage, and they began canvassing and interviewing Bywater residents. This footage positively located the suspect during an act of arson. The fire prevention investigators then obtained additional crime camera footage from the area where a 9th vehicle was discovered to be burned. Based on physical description, patterns of behavior, and frequent locations, the fire department's investigators were able to locate the suspect who was detained. An arrest warrant was issued for Kyle Thompson's arrest, and investigators also obtained a search warrant for Thompson's residence, which yielded evidence connected to the crime. Kyle Thompson was charged with 4 counts of aggravated arson and 9 counts of simple arson, as you've heard. And this investigation was led by the New Orleans Fire Department with the assistance of the New Orleans Police Department, ATF, the Office of the State Fire Marshal, and State Police. We want to thank all of our partners for being right there with us from the very beginning. We also thank Crime Stoppers, who offered a reward leading to this arrest of the suspect, and we want to give a special shout out and a special thank you to the residents of the Bywater neighborhood who were invaluable and instrumental in providing information that helped bring this case to a successful resolution. This time I'll turn it over to Chief Nelson.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Harrison. Thank you, Mayor. I want to start by going back to the beginning and really singing the praises of our firefighters that initially responded to this incident. The initial company responded on a car fire, and they quickly found one car burning and more cars burning and cars burning around the corner and a house burning. They stayed calm, they stayed cool, they called in additional resources they needed and mitigated those fires and kept them from spreading throughout the neighborhood. So I really want to thank them. They did a fantastic job, as always, in singing their praises. From that point, the collaboration, the partnership of the team coming together was fantastic. As Deputy Mayor Harrison has already stated, the mayor and he made it clear that they wanted this treated just like 9 people had been shot on the streets of Bywater, and that's how we approached it. Our fire prevention team, under the leadership of Chief Zachary Gremion, did a fantastic job. The partnership throughout the investigation from our partners with the ATF, the New Orleans Police Department, State Police, State Fire Marshal, ATF were just fantastic. And I just want to thank all of our partners in working together and being such a great team and helping us bring this to a quick resolution. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I want to thank the team here because, you know, the team usually is always supporting us. And in this particular case, we were in the support role to the fire department. This is a fire event with criminal behavior. So, of course, we're going to be a partner to them, but you're getting to see the fruit of what a real team looks like and how it operates. We're very, very, very good about catching people who do harm. We're really good. I would prefer that the harm not occur to begin with. And so it's all about the prevention, and that's what we spend our time focusing on, strategies to prevent it from happening to begin with. But if anyone's listening in the community and you hear us, I'm just telling you, we have an extremely good track record because we act as a full court press with all of our partners, and we're going to get you. So why do that? Let's just look at other resources available to you. And we have social workers in every single one of our district offices. We can get you some redirection, but please stop the harm, or you're going to be spending your time, a long, long time, at a place you don't want to be. And so let's do the prevention on the front end. And thank you through the team. Thank you, Madam Mayor. Thank you, Deputy Mayor. And thank you, Chief Nelson.
Thank you.
I would just like to echo the comments by the mayor, the deputy mayor, superintendents. This is a testament to our partnership. We at ATF work hand in hand with our state and local partners here across the full gamut of law enforcement activities. And so when you have our specialized expertise in arson and explosive investigations, of course we're going to offer that assistance and support our partners here. And I think we did that in a very efficient and effective way. We will continue to stand in future endeavors. As the superintendent said, we're here to be that, not just this entity that can solve crime, but prevent it. And so we want to make sure that just in the effective and efficient enforcement role that we have, being that we're able to bring justice to bear in such a quick manner, that this should be a testament to that partnership, and a warning really to any others that have some kind of ill intent. Yes, ma'am.
So once again, you know, thank you to all the partners who you see here. You were able to ensure that we caught this person very quickly. And I'll just say this, I mean, it really was a tremendous blessing that no one was injured or killed in this particular situation. And Chief, thank you to your firefighters for reacting so quickly and ensuring that the level of destruction wasn't worse than what it was, because it was already so severe. I also want to mention that the city, that we are working on ways that we can support those who were victims of this fire, those who are in the duplex, and also those who were impacted by losing their vehicles, 9 vehicles lost. I myself went over to Bywater Bakery soon after this happened. As you all know, Bywater Bakery was one of the businesses that was impacted due to the fact that they lost their van during one of the fires. I'm actually going to have my Deputy Mayor Harrison and also Superintendent Nelson field the questions. I know I ordinarily do that, but I figure most of the questions are going to be for them. So, Deputy Mayor?
Thank you.
And with the questions, we'll go from left to right, starting with WWL.
Yeah, a quick question, and Elaine, you might want to get in on this one as well. I was out at the neighborhood this morning. Many of those vehicles that burned are still on the street, and the neighbors asked me to ask you, is there some city support to help move these charred vehicles off the street?
Yeah, I believe there is, and so thank you for bringing that to us. And so we're all one team. It's not just the law enforcement apparatus, it's all city agencies. And so as soon as we're finished with this, we can ensure that we begin working on that.
Times.
So first off, around what time and when was the suspect arrested?
I think that's going to be for us. So the person of interest, he was actually taken into custody last night on a different charge. And so he was at the time a person of interest, so we couldn't put that out to you in that way because we didn't know until after we did the arrest or the search warrant on his home. When we went into his home, we found the clothes that he was wearing, and that's when we converted it to the charges associated with the arson. So, but he was taken into custody last night. Chief, do you know about what time? It was in the 7, 8 o'clock type of when I got the notification.
Fox.
Where did he live, Chief? And do we have any idea on what his motive might have been?
I'm going to turn it here, Chief. Do you know either Chief? I don't know where he lived offhand. We do have his address. I'll let the Chief tell you here in a second. As far as motive, the interview I have not seen, and I don't even know if he. Oh, okay. We executed the warrant at 4112 Dauphine Street. So that's where we found his clothes that he was wearing. As far as interviewing, I don't know that he has given a statement. All right.
GNO.
How positive are you that he acted alone? When I was speaking with neighbors, they were implying that there may have been more people on those surveillance videos.
Well, right now, there's not anything to support that it was anyone else. And so investigators will continue to ascertain and work to see if there were accomplices or more people. Right now, there's no information to support that it was anyone other than this one person.
And then when you searched his home, what other items were found that connected you guys to the incident? Was it just his clothes that he was wearing that night?
I believe it was just clothes and other investigative things that they would find that associated with the clothes and the crime. And so when investigators begin seeing things and finding evidence, they know what they're looking for. It was trace evidence perhaps that were tied to the clothes and tied to the crime scene.
DSU.
What was the initial incident that he was arrested for last night that led to this?
That's what I thought. He was actually had a warrant for domestic battery, and so he was arrested on a warrant for that.
And then just a quick follow-up for his past. What were some of his, does he have a criminal past? Do you have any?
Well, he obviously had a criminal past because he had the warrant for the domestic history. I do not have his history in front of us. That will be public record when everything is closed and you can see everything, okay? Yeah.
WIU News.
So is it known what method or materials were used to set the fires at this time?
It's a mix. There was indications of accelerants used at the house fire. With the vehicle fires, it takes a while to process those kind of scenes, and it's kind of difficult because when car fires burn, a lot of the evidence burns up and all of the chemicals and things in the cars, but they have collected evidence and all that will be processed and determined.
Chief, there have been some suggestions that this could have been some sort of act of terrorism. Do we know if there was anything found in his house that might indicate some sort of political desire or goal to all this?
Not at this time. It's all being processed. I think as the mayor said, it was clear that this act impacted the neighborhoods and struck terror and fear in the neighborhood. And from that viewpoint, we are looking at it as an act of domestic terrorism. But whether there was some kind of other articles or proclamations or anything by the suspect, we don't have any information on that right now. All of that will be collected and processed.
Any more on-topic questions?
So we've had some reports about kind of a series of car break-ins over the last couple days, maybe for Chief Kirkpatrick. Are we seeing a relative increase in car-related or vehicular damage crimes this year so far? Or?
No, not necessarily. Now, I will tell you that through the instruction of Chief Gantier, who's our number 2, we have put more patrol emphasis in the Bywater for right now as well. So, as you know, in any start of a year, your raw numbers associated with crimes are pretty low. And so even, let's say you had one burglary, and next week you have one burglary. That's a 100% increase. So you don't want to be thrown by percentages when your raw numbers are very low. So we're just 2-3 weeks now into the new year, and we haven't seen trends of an uptick necessarily in that arena.
Can I ask one off-topic question to Chief Kirkpatrick? We are learning that the victim in yesterday morning's shooting in Tremay may have been an assistant principal from Salmon High in Slidell. Can you comment on that? And Alvin Garibaldi?
I can confirm the identity of the person right now. I believe the investigation is still ongoing, so I can't really go beyond that at this stage. Yes.
All right, that's it. We're going to send out a press release to you all shortly. If you need any information, just email us. We'll get all of that information to you all.
Pictures of suspect, do we have a picture?
Oh, yeah.
I'll give an NOPD to see if we have pictures of the suspect to get
Please.
to you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.